Well, it's been a long and challenging season, but we have reached the end, and today we will be playing the final match of the year and the biggest game in the club's history. Hello everyone and welcome back to more Norwich City bouncing back, and it is time for the Europa League final. We have reached our first final, second possible trophy on the line, and yeah, it's quite literally the biggest game of the club's history. This is not a club who have had massive European pedigree, obviously have had some success, well, a few seasons in Europe in their history, and the last time back in the 90s did relatively well, beat Bayern Munich of course, but didn't get particularly far. But we've reached the final. Whatever happens, this will be being added on here. We will be at least the runners up. But of course, for us to do that, we're going to have to get past one of the grand old teams of Europe, AC Milan. They have a very decent side. Nuno Espirito Santo in charge, and they have ended up finishing, well, in fact, it's not quite done. They are currently in third. They can only finish third or fourth in Serie A. So good finish for them, higher than us, but we've got a good chance. Obviously, last time we did secure Europa League football at worst, as we finished in 5th, matching our position from last year, albeit with 4 fewer points. But we want to go one better today if we can. And now we've got a week or so before the final. Injuries have already started. Jack Butland, he's going to be out. Jamal Lewis also got injured sort of towards the end of the last episode. He's out for 4 to 8 days. I reckon he'll be fine. He should be fine to play the game. But who knows how many more there are going to be. End of season awards have actually happened, and the only one we need to worry about, the only one which we've got any mention in at all, is Golden Glove. The much maligned this season Nick Pope has finished in 3rd place for the Golden Glove, which is really quite good, really, all things considered. David De Gea winning it, got 17 clean sheets. Alisson got 17, Nick Pope got 16. But anyway, well done, Nick. I'll stop criticising you so much. Now, of course, after the final, it will actually be the European Championships, and England, the Republic of Ireland, and Wales, at the very least, are there. Let's just check if Scotland are there as well. Is it a complete set or not? Yep, Scotland have made it there as well. It's only, I say it's a complete set, Northern Ireland have not qualified. So yeah, Otherwise, Jamal Lewis would be going, wouldn't he? But yeah, be interesting to see next time how these boys have got on. And well, if we've got a job, I think we missed out on the England job last time when it came up. Sean Dyche got the job. I didn't apply for it, but the FA went with Sean Dyche. This time round, I think I might apply for any of the home nation jobs that come up. See if we can persuade some more players to join us. But let's get down to the Europa League final. How have we got here? Well, we've done so relatively straightforwardly. We won the group with maximum points, beating Real San Sebastian or Real Sociedad home and away, as well as Brøndby and Lask. That then allowed us to skip the first knockout round, which is always nice. We played Hertha Berlin in the second knockout round, and it was a pretty comfortable win, 7-3. Overall. Quarterfinal was a little bit more tricky, but in the end it was a 2-0 win against Real Betis. Lots of other sides going out. Spurs knocked out then. RB Leipzig already locked out as well by that point. Porto going as well. And then the semi-final, we played Real Sociedad once again, and for the 3rd time this season we did beat them despite losing the first leg to go through 2-1 on aggregate to the final, where we will play AC Milan. And we made it to the day before. No one else has got injured. I'm shocked. I'm sure it'll happen on the next click. But we've got Euro Cup fever taking hold of the Ernst Happel Stadion in Austria, I believe that is. Indeed. And it's apparently going to be a sellout crowd. 58,000 people in the stadium because they can't use the terraces. Those are the seats. They're going to be filled, which is pretty fantastic. I mean, if this actually happened, this would be truly incredible. To have this level of match for a team like Norwich, a team who, you know, the most in the last 20 years they've ever been in the Premier League is 3 years in a row. We've managed 3 years in a row. We've also got to this. It's been pretty good. And I think really, whatever happens, it's been a fantastic season. It's been a brilliant run. Whatever happens in our first European final, we'll see how well we do, but even if we lose, it's been a great run. If you're excited for the Europa League final, why not drop a like on the video, and why not subscribe to the channel as well? Now, team meeting, I'm going to say no, I don't want to risk it at all. Apparently, we want to sign Christian Romero. Have you been watching The Save? I mean, have you been watching it? Because if we just check this, by the way, domestic player bias, 100% known for signing compatriots, signing players for the domestic game. I'm 100%, and you linking me with some Argentinian. You don't know the rules. Right, shockingly, we've made it through to kickoff and nobody else has got injured. Butland's passed his fitness test. Most importantly, Jamal Lewis has passed his fitness test. Let's get to it now. Obviously, we tried out the other tactic against Burnley and it was a lot more positive going forwards, but we did concede 2 goals to the team who had scored the fewest in the division this season. So, not going to be using it in a European final against AC Milan. We will stick with what we know for this one then, and in terms of the lineup, I think I'm gonna back my experience. The defence sort of picks itself really. Of course, Pope, Lewis, Mepham, Tarkowski and Aarons. Lewis, I mean, how's he doing? Not amazingly, but he's passed the fitness test. It's a European final. We're going to risk him. We get a full bench, so Greg Taylor's on there if we need him. Midfield, Harry Winks is going to be there. Calvin Phillips is going to be there. Louis Sibley is going to get the nod. And then the wings, well, the wings is interesting. Marcus Edwards is in very good form. He's probably our most informed player, so logically we play him, right? Logically we do. But the experience of Buendia, the experience of Cantwell, neither of whom is in particularly good form, I think that's probably what we go with. Edwards, generally speaking, is a better player off the bench. If he starts, doesn't always do so well. That's what we're going with. That's the most difficult call though. And then striker, well, it's a European final. He's not scored many. He did score the penalty recently to get him up to 18 goals. He's got to start, hasn't he? He absolutely has to start. Right, we are ready. It's been a long season. Could we be about to make it even better? Win this, and not only do we win the first European title in the club's history, the biggest trophy in the club's history by far, but of course we also get the massive upgrade from Europa League to Champions League. Right, we're gonna pump fists. I mean, we're not the favourites for this, but we'll try and motivate them as much as possible. If we don't win it, then we don't win it. That's it. That's life. We just accept it. We do our best. There's the team. They got Daniel James, Frank Kessie, Romagnoli, Donnarumma in goal, Barbosa up front. Gabriel Barbosa has been a thorn in my side in FM21. So it's gonna be difficult, but we're gonna give it our best shot. It's been a fantastic achievement to get here, and we will make the most of it. Early chance for us, corner in from Buendia. An early goal will be absolutely sensational. Mepham picks up the cleared ball, and we can potentially strike down the right hand side. Max Aarons pressing onwards. Can we get a cross in? We need to see more crosses in today. Sibley knocks it down. Todd Cantwell, one of the most questionable selection dilemmas, has given us the lead inside 2 minutes. Todd Cantwell, the Todd Cantwell, academy hero, scoring in a Europa League final. Great work from one of our other academy boys, Max Aarons. Back to Phillips, flicks it in, Sibley knocks it on. Bit of luck about it, but Cantwell with a great finish. Donnarumma, nowhere near it. I was about to pause and just fully appreciate how terrifying this Milan team is. Barbosa, James, Diaz, Traxler, Benassia, Kessie, Pellegrini, Romagnoli, Sergio Lazzari and Donnarumma. They've got a brilliant side and we've taken the lead. That might not last long though. Benassia with a free kick, swings it in, and well, it's a great save from Nick Pope. Not actually a save, it was a goal kick, but it looked good. There is a slight fear here that we have scored too soon. I mean, hopefully not to the level of, I think there was a game once, Chelsea versus Sunderland. Sunderland scored right at the start and then lost 7-1 or something. Hopefully it won't be that. We've got another chance. It's been knocked down. Adam is running. He's managed to not run it out of play. There's defenders around him. He's still going. Can he beat them and get some kind of cross in? He does. He flicks it in, looking for anybody. It's been cleared, but only as far as Harry Winks. Can he pick a brilliant pass? He manages to keep it from Brahim Diaz. Gives it to the goal scorer, Todd Cantwell. The emotions running through him. He beats a man. Never normally does that. Sibley's given the ball away though. We were in a brilliant position there, but we do recover it through Mepham. Buendia now. We are all over Milan like a rash. Buendia to make it 2. He really should have done. Will that prove costly? 2-0 and we're looking good. I mean, yeah, that could prove difficult. Milan, of course, no strangers to throwing away a lead in a European final. Let's not give them the opportunity to get some revenge for that one. Cantwell in again, and that one was not his best effort. But at half-time, you have to feel Milan are going to come out fighting in the second half. But all I can say is I'm delighted with your performance, boys. It's been absolutely brilliant. Still got a long way to go. And with passes like that, it's not going to be great. Milan with an opportunity to work a move of their own for the first time in the game. And the quality of players they have is going to be an issue. Frank Kessie alone is such a fantastic controlling midfielder. And you have to feel they're going to try and assert a little bit of dominance here. Looking a little bit ominous, but we're trying to press, and if we can win the ball, then we've got a chance on the break, but we haven't won it yet. And here comes the opportunity. Kessie, it's not a great effort. A second for us though, and we're looking pretty good. Aarons gets it back from Buendia, puts a cross in, cleared by Kessie, but we pick up the loose ball. Harry Winks again is able to recycle it. Lewis holding firm for now. We might have to take him off at some point. Cantwell beats a tackle again. Can he find a cross? It's apparently a brilliant tackle from Kessie. I mean, I'm not sure about that. We managed to get it back once more. Calvin Phillips, is he going to take a shot on? He is, straight to Donnarumma's gloves. I mean, if we don't go on and win this now, we've had a lot of chances, and we've only got one goal to show for it. 73 minutes gone, ticking over to 74 in a second, and we're still coming forwards. Max Aarons inside Harry Winks. Ida, Buendia again with another good chance. We haven't even hit the target with some of the ones we've seen. Not long to go. Some players are getting tired. Buendia's getting a bit tired. He's having a good game though. I don't want any injuries or anything like that, but do we save all 4 subs for extra time? I don't know. I don't want to change anything. It's going really, really well. Winks to Phillips. If we get a second, maybe we will. Sibley, take it on. Cantwell slides it through to no one, but Lewis picks up the ball. And can we just get it to Adam? We've not seen Adam really do anything today. Buendia in behind. Can he get it in this time? What an absolutely outstanding finish from Emiliano Buendia. That was fantastic. Donnarumma, I mean, got to watch this again. Who played the assist pass? Was it Winks? Perfect pass from Winks. The take from Buendia. And then the confidence to chip Gianluigi Donnarumma in a European final. There's not long to go now, and we are 2-0 up. And I'm not giving them any reason to add any more injury time. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I did not expect that to happen at all. It wasn't even close, was it? It wasn't even close. We dominated from start to finish, and we run out more than deserved winners. We have won the Europa League, and, well, that's pretty blooming good. I'm just in a state of shock. Look, the absolute scenes of that, we love it. We love to see it, and what a way to end the season. It's actually been probably our most disappointing season in terms of league performance, but not in terms of how it's ended. We win the Europa League final against AC Milan. What a performance. When you consider how bad some of the performances have been in recent weeks, the 3-0 defeat to Leicester, going out of the FA Cup to Brighton at home, the absolutely gutless 3-2 defeat to Crystal Palace, binning off a 2-goal lead, and to just completely outplay and dominate a side with as many quality players as Milan have here. It's been absolutely fantastic. What a joyful, wonderful way to end the season. I am going to outstretch my arms, and I'm just going to say, well done, boys. Congratulations. These are the moments that we live for. These are the moments that we play for. We've given Norwich the biggest trophy they've ever had, and we will now be in the Champions League next season. That is probably the biggest aspect of this. We have qualified for the Champions League. The calibre of player we will now be able to attract is going to be huge. And considering that's kind of the whole issue we have with the limited player pool we have, and given the massive price that British players, particularly English players and Irish players, carry, it's going to be, this is going to help a lot. But there we go. Buendia was absolutely fantastic. I'm glad we left him on to get that goal, and we get 7.76 million for winning that one. Medals for everybody. Even Sam Byram gets himself a medal for winning the Europa League. I bet he didn't expect that one. But there we go. We're getting praised by everybody. Craig Fleming is having a praise of us. The board are absolutely ecstatic that we've won this one. They want us to concentrate on future challenges, which, okay, they're keeping their head nice and level. Buendia, you're the superstar. We get 9.36 million from television revenue as well. Fantastic. And 1.45 million from the pool money. Brilliant. And then, yes, we have qualified for the Champions League group stage. We don't even have to go through the qualifying round. We get to be one of the seeded teams in the group, which means we'll probably face some terrifying sides. But yeah, it's been really good. It's been really good. And in fact, actually, I didn't even know that was going to happen. Newcastle now get the Euro Cup 2 spot. Tottenham qualify for the Europa League. Luis Enrique got sacked by Tottenham for not getting in. Well, I assume not getting in the Champions League. But they've now got that. And he's been sacked, so that's a little bit harsh. But I don't really care. We are here, and we have got... I don't particularly care. I didn't think it was possible to have 8 teams in Europe. I thought that was kind of now against the rules, but who cares? Well done for the Premier League. End of season review with the Europa League trophy on there. That is pretty fantastic. I think fair to say most of the new signings have been pretty successful. Calvin Phillips, who I didn't bring in as a starter, has become a starter, and he's been really good for 10 million. That's great value. Coyle did well in his very limited game time as a sort of rotation option. Mepham he did have a little bit of a rough patch. Once we switched his role around, he has been fantastic. Him and Tarkowski will be our starters next season for sure. Sibley came in towards the end of the season when we needed him, when Maddison got injured, and well, he lived up to the potential I thought he would have. Maddison, I think, would probably be a bit of a disappointment. Obviously, I think next season my plan is to kind of move him onto the left-hand side most of the time. Hopefully that will kind of help his rating. I mean, he wasn't awful. He had games where he was great, and he had games where he wasn't particularly good. So we want to see a bit more consistency from him and more free kicks. A+ rating for the board. They are absolutely loving things, and I mean, why wouldn't they? We just won the Europa League with Norwich City. We've only been in the Premier League for 3 years. This is an incredible achievement, and it's certainly going to help the finances no end. Massive amounts of broadcast revenue. Sponsorship has gone up. That's a huge thing. Being in the Champions League will help that, of course, a lot. Merchandise as well. That's what we want to see. 48,000 shirts sell. Buendia, Maddison, Winks, Edwards and Phillips, the top shirt sellers. Team of the year then. Well, this is actually going to be interesting. So the defence is obvious. There's no doubt about that. Midfield, pretty much obvious as well. Phillips getting in there. And then Marcus Edwards actually gets in the team of the year along with Eder and Cantwell. Buendia doesn't make the team of the year. I would not have called that. I guess that shows you how kind of illogical it is. We won manager of the month back in August. That's all we've won though. We don't get manager of the year this time, which I think is fair enough. Nick Pope breaks the clean sheets record. Player of the season is Max Aarons. Young player of the season is Max Aarons. Louis Sibley gets signing of the season, which, fair enough. Goal of the season, James Maddison. Top goal scorer, Adam Eder. 18. Not as good as last year, but still pretty good. Buendia gets most assists, but he doesn't even make our team of the year, which... okay. Overall best 11. I love that Sean Longstaff, a man who was here on loan, is still in the overall best 11. We did nearly get him back. We did agree a deal for him last summer, but basically his wage demands were ridiculous, and he's now signed a new deal with Newcastle. So, good luck to him. But yeah, what a fantastic end to the season. I genuinely did not think we would win that. I genuinely thought that Milan would be a step too far. They would be too good for us, but the fact we've managed to do it is, well, nothing short of spectacular. And the fact that it wasn't just a fluke. It wasn't just a one highlight thing. We did dominate the game. We had loads of chances. They were never in it at all. That's really, really encouraging. Next season then, Club Vision, let's hope it's not too much. They want us to qualify for Euro Cup 2. Throughout this entire time, all they've ever really wanted is to avoid relegation, then get top half. So now they do expect us to qualify for Europe, or be at the lowest level next season. And you have to say, we've done it 3 years in a row. It's understandable. You'd hope they would do that. Only wants to get out of the group, or not even get out of the group in the Champions League. We'll see how well we do with that one. But yeah, so I'd say that's sort of, reasonable expectations. I'm happy with that one. Now, what's going to be interesting for me is really where we, what about the stadium? That's something I might even look to do myself. A Euro Cup player of the season, second place, goes to Calvin Phillips. Well done, Calvin. Team Euro squad of the season, Edwards, Phillips and Cantwell are in there as well, which, we like to see. Yeah, we got 109 million in the bank. I kind of feel like this is maybe the time. I don't like doing it. I like the board to come and, just say they're going to do it themselves. this might be the time to ask to expand Carrow Road. We are, if we have a look, we sell it out every single week, and one of the only ways we're going to be able to really develop and grow the club and be able to get more money is if we have a bigger stadium, basically. It just seems weird it says 99%, but then here we've had 19 stadium sellouts, so it is essentially 100% of capacity. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see if it comes up in a second. Otherwise I might have a cheeky little ask to see if they want to expand capacity, because 27,000 compared to pretty much everybody else. I mean, you see Brentford selling theirs out as well, but we could easily, I mean, in real life now it's always sold out and it really needs an expansion. So we've just won the Europa League. I think we deserve more than 30,000 seats. And presumably because they're on such a thrill of the high of winning the Europa League, the team meeting actually went okay. All I've done is promise them we'll give youth a chance. They love that one. So we better remember to do that. I think we probably will. Right, we'll just go forward a little bit just to see if the board do want to sort of do anything about the stadium themselves when we get the financial information through. I mean, maybe they want to build a new stadium. Maybe. I mean, how are we doing on this? We're still only favoured personnel. We just won the Europa League. We should be more than favoured personnel, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Anyone else on here of note? Buendia's in icons. No legends, though. Surely we're going to get a bump up to icons soon. Right, let's see if there's anything here. We've passed financial fair play. Yeah, brilliant. No tax bill. Great. Why? Hang on. Why are we not paying any tax? I'm not going to question it. Commercial summary, we've already seen. Got a bit more money. Yep, doesn't look like the board really want to do it themselves. Do we have a little? Well, I'm gonna ask. There's no harm in asking, right? We're not gonna ask to build a new one, not until we're a legend. They might name it after us. Expand the stadium. Do you want to do it? Maybe, guys. Maybe. They've actually agreed to it. They've actually agreed to it. The planned expansion, subject to approval, will increase stadium capacity to 33,000 and will cost in the region of 13.75 million. Construction work will begin at the end of the season and is currently scheduled to be completed by the 29th of September 2025. Well, okay. Not what I was anticipating, but I guess it was worth asking. But that is going to be where we end things off today. A triumphant end to the season. Well, the most triumphant end possible. We have won the Europa League. That's pretty good. Hopefully the first European trophy of many throughout the save. We've made the Champions League. I'm going to go away and do some transfers now. Hopefully we can improve the squad with a bit more quality to help us out in the Champions League and push into those Champions League qualification places in the league. We want to be maintaining that one. But yeah, thank you very much for watching what has been a pretty dramatic season. Make sure you leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and make sure you subscribe as well so you do not miss what happens next time we've made it to the promised land of the Champions League. Let's see how well we can do that. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.